together with Earle Sports Bets. Yeah, the twins, they be checking in, stacking up. Green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah, it's R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. Just me today, and we have a full card to go over. We have the NFL week number 8. We get the full card for that. We get 4 games in the NHL. We get 6 games in the NBA. So we're not going to waste too much time here. Quick recap, and then we will head into today's card. Slight down day, and it was just one of those that started off really strong, and then towards the end of the night, forgot what a win was, type of thing. Down 1.99 units, so nothing crazy for the amount of volume that was played yesterday. College football will end up being, I think, up a little less than a unit. Notre Dame minus 13 was an easy winner there. Nice blowout winner against Navy. I think Navy being undefeated really helped. That give me a good line on the Irish there. Washington, Indiana over 53.5 comes up short. The over 67.5, Tulane and North Texas was easy. Unfortunately, North Texas scored with less than a minute left to backdoor cover the 8.5. So I lost Tulane minus 8.5 there. Georgia State plus 7.5 winner. ECU minus 7 winner there. Houston, we have a solution. His name is Blake Harrell. Western Michigan minus the points and the over 61 winner 52-21 win over Kent State. UCF minus 2.5 loser. Frustrating there. UConn minus 6.5 winner. Northwestern and Iowa over. Iowa did that all by themselves, over 38. They score 40. Vanderbilt really put a fight there with Texas, as now Vanderbilt, they're a team where if they're double-digit dogs, just take them. They are 5-0 ATS, 3-2 straight up, and 5-0 ATS as double-digit dogs. UL Monroe plus the 7 was a loser. There they get blown out against South Alabama. Frustrating end to that Wyoming game. I had Wyoming money line in the over 58.5, and Utah State kicks a field goal at the end to win 27-25, so a double loser there. LSU A&M over 54.5, nice winner there. Michigan minus 4. They really steamed that all the way to minus 3.5, minus 3 for Michigan State. Really, I thought that was kind of weird. Wisconsin plus 7 was a loser. Duke plus 10.5 almost won outright in overtime. San Jose State, Fresno State was a over 54.5 was a loser, and then ended the night off with with a couple more losers there. Cincy plus the 6, the over 57 in the Cincy game pushed, and then the over 56.5 in Washington State. San Diego State finishes at 55. So frustrating there. Hockey was kind of a tricky day yesterday. Started off decent. Minnesota minus 1 lost. But the Buffalo team total over 3.5 was a winner. Full game over 6.5 was a winner. And then after that, just the middle part of the 7 o'clock slate sucked. Leafs minus 1.5 or minus 105, my bad. Loses in overtime. The triple up on the Rangers could not have gone any worse. Rangers first period, puck line, full game puck line in the over 6.5, loser. They win 2-1. They had a 2-0 lead. And of course, Anaheim entered through the back door late. And then for the rest of the card, the end of the night was better. Carolina, Seattle over 6 was a loser. 4-1 Hurricanes there. But once again, the Pittsburgh Penguins team total overs against them continue to come through. Vancouver team total over 3.5 winner, full game over 6.5 winner, and then the Vegas San Jose game over 6 was a winner as well. Could have taken that Sharks team total over 2. The NBA was a slight down day. Had the Miami Heat team total over 114.5 at -115. One more Miami Heat point, and we've had a winning day in the NBA. Got hooked there. Memphis +2. That line, they really steamed that all the way to +2 for Memphis, and Memphis blows them out. The final score was closer than it actually was. Split out on the Minnesota game, laid the 14 loss, but got the team total under with the Toronto Raptors. And then at the end of the night, the Sacramento Kings lose to the Lakers. So that was a slight losing day in the NBA. And then baseball split out. It was 4-1 in the third inning. So naturally, the Dodgers don't score any more runs after that. So split out on that one there. Dodgers team total over, loser, but the Dodgers -1 was a winner. Now we head back to New York game 3. I will be on the Yankees game 3. First 5 in full game. The home team down 2-0 angle for me. But we'll head to the chat, and then we will get into some NFL here. First, what's good, Marcus? What's up, my guys? Let's get it. Let's cash today. Hit the like button. People show some appreciation, subscribe, and share. To many of the rest of the saying. Yeah, NFL today. NFL, yeah. Dodgers in 4. I think Dodgers in 5. Dodgers in 5. Been waiting a while for this day to come. NFL and NBA bet together. There you go. And we get hockey too. Went 6-5-1 in the NHL, and I killed on player props. Hell yeah. Are the Winnipeg Jets going to lose a game? Eventually. I don't know when, though. Marchand from Pasta and Austin Matthews overtime winner. That was annoying. Yeah. Montreal Canadiens. Yeah. Morning. What's good, Markel? Sharks are so bad. There's a reason they haven't won a hockey game yet. What's up, my dog? Let's make it. Yeah. Good. Yeah, there you go. I should have live bet the Canadians down 2 versus the Penguins -105. Yeah, damn. Yeah, no Timmy today. He will be returning tomorrow. He has to work this morning, so it's just me. You guys are stuck with just me, but that's fine. We're gonna get into the NFL. I only have 2 bets in the NFL heading into this card. I've capped this card, but not heavily. And I want to see the way some markets matured. I do have contest picks and stuff like that I'm going to be adding when those games come around. But this is a game I have moved on. Let's get into it here. The Tennessee Titans and the Detroit Lions here. Let me track. Oh, wow, I could have gotten slightly better if I waited till this morning, but it is what it is. We have the Tennessee Titans and the Detroit Lions. The Lions are 11.5-point favorites in this game with a total 44.5. Let's get into the line history here, where this line opened up at an look-ahead line was a 9.5. Opening line was an 11.5. Got all the way down to a 10 at one point. It's back to 11.5. Look-ahead line 45.5. Opening line 47, and now it's a 44.5. So we do have a move towards the under here as well. I feel like this could be a little bit of a sleepy spot here for the Detroit Lions when I was really looking at it here, because we had the Detroit Lions coming in off of, I believe, 4 straight wins. They look like the best team in football right now. And here's my only concern with them in this game is you're coming in off of a 47-9 win over the Dallas Cowboys, and then you follow that up with a emotional win there, a hard-fought game, 31-29 against your division rival, Minnesota Vikings. Next week, they have the Green Bay Packers on the road, and then they have the lowly Titans coming in this week. Now, can they still beat them by 2 touchdowns? And yeah, of course. The Titans are 1-5 straight up in ATS this year. The Lions are 5-1 straight up in ATS. So this is a Lions team that is winning and covering spreads. This is a Titans team that is losing and not covering spreads. However, when you look at what the Tennessee Titans have done this year, there is one spot that they do excel in, because they may be 1-5 straight up this year, but they're 1-5 straight up in ATS this year, but they're 4-1-1 straight up in the first half. In the second half is where we should be probably looking to live bet the Detroit Lions here, because what we've seen is these Colts. I'm looking at their game against the Colts there. We're seeing the Titans take leads in the halftime and then blow it late. I'm on the Titans first half +7. I'm going to cut this down as much as possible. I think this is, and then I can also see an argument for a Titans first quarter bet as well, which I kind of want to see what that number is. I kind of want to go Titans first quarter and first half, expecting the Titans to come out fine, and the Lions to come out a little bit sleepy in the first half, the first quarter, first half, after the last couple weeks, and potentially looking ahead to next week. And then I can see them potentially squeak out a win late in the game. I used the Lions as a contest pick, or not the Titans as a contest pick as well. 90% of tickets, 96% of the cash is on the Lions. The Lions not moving. 86% of the tickets, 89% of the cash on the over, and the Lions moving towards the under. So I kind of lean under here too. Maybe it's a Lions team total under, but the way that Lions offense is working right now, wow, that's up to a 12.5 now. Damn. On Bovada. First quarter is for the Titans as well. I could see this as the Titans keep it close here. First quarter plus 2.5. I'm going to add that. I'm going to add the Titans first quarter here, plus 3.5 as well. Getting over a field goal in the first quarter. So I'm going to add that as well. Titans first quarter plus 3.5, and first half plus 7. I want nothing to do with the second half of this football game, but I'll take a shot here with the first half, which I believe, unfortunately, first quarter. Okay, they don't have spreads for first quarter on BetStamp for me to track it, so I'm going to have to do it this way. But for me, it's going to be Titans first quarter and first half. NFL. No, stop. There we go. Tennessee Titans first quarter plus 3.5. Minus 120. There we go. Good. Cool. So doubling up on the Titans early in this game. Let's see. Can I get a 12 on the Titans? Yes, you can. You can get a 12.5 over on Bovada, minus 110. I don't know why, but I want to take a shot with these massive plus 480 on 480 dogs this Sunday. Right? I kind of want to take some shots with some big dogs. But yeah. 3 in a row for the Sabres. Get on the bandwagon before it's too late. Playoffs, cup run. I was starting to look into it here, and the Sabres advanced analytics look a lot like what I saw from the Devils 2 years ago, and a little bit like the Panthers that I saw last year. Their advanced analytics are awesome. So I think that this is a Sabres team that's more bet on than bet against going forward. Yes, it's fine. Yeah, you're all good, Marcus. Titans are plus 520 on Bet Online. Wow, they're plus 460 on Bovada. But yeah, Titans first half, love it. Top of the morning, let's get money. My plays for today: Falcons minus 2.5, Cincy money line, Arizona plus 4.5, and the money line. What's good, Zoe? Yeah. Who's the Titans quarterback? That's a great question. I'm assuming it's going to be Mason Rudolph again, but who knows? I think it's still up in the air. Titans money line. I honestly don't care who the Titans quarterback is this game now. National tight end day. There you go. Minus 700. Is that a wide line? That is a very wide line. If the catcher, yeah. Under 44.5. I got Detroit big first half. I don't. Yeah, there you go. 84% of the cash on the money on the Lions. Yeah, not shocking there. Let's continue on though. This monitor setup is driving me crazy. There we go. Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens 8.5-point favorites in this game, total of 45. Look ahead line 9.5. Opening line 10. Now it's down to a 7.5. Look ahead line 42.5. Opening line 44. Now it's a 45. I'll move towards the over here in this one as well. Jameis Winston will be under center for these Cleveland Browns, which makes me like overs in this game. I think that we see the Baltimore Ravens able to put up points, and same with the Browns. I think the Browns put up points in this football game. We have 83% of tickets and 75% of cashes on the Ravens, and the line's moving towards the Browns. 86% of tickets, 92% of the cashes on the over here as well. The Browns have struggled this year, but all of that's with Deshaun Watson under center. It's kind of sad when you look at the Cleveland Browns. You see their starting quarterback that they've paid so much money tear his Achilles, and I could say that the team improved with him not under center. And I think maybe this can galvanize them. Now, granted, I don't think the Browns win this game, but I think I can ask them to score some points. This Baltimore Ravens defense leaves a lot to be desired. Even in their wins lately, other than the Buffalo game, they get scored on 31, 23, 38, 10 against Buffalo, but then 25, 26, 27. Defensively, the Baltimore Ravens are not that good. And on the flip side, this could be a game where the Browns are able to put up some points because they don't have Deshaun Watson under center. So I feel like if you're looking at the offensive numbers for the Cleveland Browns, throw them out, because this is going to be a different offense with Jameis Winston under center than what we saw with Deshaun Watson. Because Deshaun Watson, I believe, was the worst graded quarterback of the NFL season so far. And wow, screw you, Bovada. They are making it tough for me to bet a team total over with the Browns because they put it at 16.5 and minus 160. Thanks for nothing. Wow. Okay. So I have a feeling this might just be a full game over on this spot. I wanted to take a team total over with the Browns, but not at a minus 160. They couldn't, and they can't give me any other options apparently. So, let's see total points. Let's see, it's first half, first quarter. No, they're not giving me any alternative numbers to take a 17 or whatever with the Browns. That's so stupid. Yeah, I wanted the Browns team total over, but definitely not at that number. And I think I might add the over 44.5 in this game. I think that's where I'm looking at this game would be the over 44.5. But I'm not 100% sure yet. So I'll probably come back to this look. Damn it, I really I'm going to move on the over 44.5. Screw it. Over 44.5 minus 110 Browns and Ravens. I think the Ravens are able to get theirs as well. So over 44.5 for me, Browns and Ravens. I wanted the Browns team total over because I don't know if they cover the number, but I think they put up 20 points in this game. It is what it is. Over 44.5 for me here, Baltimore and Cleveland. Let's see. Browns plus the points. Browns team total over 17.5. Yeah. I like the over 45. Yeah. Unfortunately, Bovada's only giving me 16.5 and minus 160. Yeah. Baltimore minus lean under 2. I'm on the opposite side of that. I'm scared to bet on the NFL. What's the rig side? Oh yeah, because the NFL is rigged. I'm assuming if it's going to be rigged towards anything, it's going to be rigged towards the Browns with all the money coming in on who do you call it, on the Ravens, which I'm very tempted to add the Browns. Browns plus 8 minus 120. I think that I want to add that too. I can get Browns plus 8.5 minus 125. I'm actually kind of interested in that. I'm probably going to stay off the Cleveland side in this one and just ask for points, and that's the way I'm going to do it. Browns are plus 320 on the money line with 76% of the tickets on the money on the Ravens. Fair. We'll move on. This is a contest pick for me, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Let's take a look at the line history in this one here. Green Bay and Jacksonville, as this line continues to drop. Line opened up at a look at line 4, opening line 4, and it got up to a 4.5, and now it's down to a 3.5. Look at line for the total, 47.5, opening line 48.5, up to a 49. So move towards the over here as well. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this one here. Let's see if this is okay. 82% of tickets, 66% of the cash is on the Packers, and the line's moving towards the Jaguars. And then we had 70% of tickets, 74% of cash on the over. Line's moving towards the over there in this spot. And I have a feeling this could be another spot where maybe I don't know if I trust the Jaguars to cover the number here, but their team total over is 21.5 at minus 120. I'm kind of leaning in that direction. Line's moving towards the over. Line's moving towards Jacksonville, which tells me Jacksonville puts up points in this game. And I'm gonna grab the plus 3.5 here in this one with Jacksonville. in this game. And for me, yeah, you can be looking at, oh, this is the game for Jacksonville. They're coming back from London and all that. Yeah, and last year we said the exact same thing, and they went in there and they took care of business. So this is not new territory for these Jacksonville Jaguars coming back from London for games. And they've done pretty well in the past coming back from London. So yeah, give me the points here with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Maybe that win, I get it was the Patriots. Maybe the win kind of galvanizes them a little bit. I think this Jacksonville team is better than the 2-5 record they have. They're 0-4 on the road, but they're 2-1 at home. So I'll look for now, granted, one of their home wins in quotations, was the London game against New England. So there's that. But I'm taking the points here with the Jacksonville Jaguars in this spot. Be careful, Nick, on that over. Cleveland can't score and has a little. Yeah, but I would throw away Cleveland's offensive numbers. It's Jameis Winston now. It's not Deshaun Watson. Different quarterback. Packers smash in the over 48. Is it a bad spot coming back from London? We've seen the Jaguars look just fine coming back from London, honestly. London's a tune-up for the Jags, yeah. And it kind of is. But we'll continue on here. There we go. The Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. Actually, the more and more I look at this card, the more and more I like it. Look ahead line 6, opening line 6. It's down to a 5 now. So we have that magic number of 5 there for the Indianapolis Colts. Look ahead line 48. Opening line 47. We're down to a 45.5. So a move towards the under and a move towards these Colts, which 79% of tickets and 80% of the cash is on the Texans, and the line moving towards the Colts. And then we have 79% of tickets and 71% of the cash on the over. The line's moving towards the under. Let's take a look at what these two teams have done as of late, because the Colts are the best team against the number here this season. They're 6-1 straight ATS. They're 4-3 straight up. And this game could, if the Colts win this game, they're tied in first with the Texans for first place for the division. So all of a sudden, Colts division becomes a very real thing. They've won 4 of their last 5 games. The only game they lost was a 37-34 loss against the Jacksonville Jaguars. We could easily be talking about this game being for first place in the division. On the flip side, the Houston Texans, they're coming in off of a loss against the Green Bay Packers, which snapped a 3-game winning streak for them. One thing we've seen from this Colts team is they play this Texans team tough. And they've done that the last few years. Last year, they lost late 27-19 or 23-19 in that game that decided a playoff spot. But they beat them early in the year 31-20. They played week 1 this year. It was a 29-27 game in Indianapolis. Now we do head to Houston for this one here. I'm taking the points in this game, and I'm kind of pissed. I'm kind of pissed at myself for not taking the Colts as a contest pick. I actually really, really like this spot with the Colts. So yeah, I'm gonna be on the points here. Once again, another dog for me, but I think some dogs will be barking today a little bit. So we're gonna continue on here. Colts plus the points for me here in this one. They are young, yeah. Texans smash over 45.5. I'd lean towards the under, but yeah. Is Nico Collins playing? I don't think so. Okay, I understand the point on the over, and Baltimore can do the over by themselves. Yeah, that's why I didn't take the points with the Browns in that game, even though I wanted to. I wanted the team total over for the Browns, but unfortunately, Bovada only gave me 16.5 at -160. So stupid. We'll keep on going here. That's a game I really don't want too much to do with. We have the Miami Dolphins and the Arizona Cardinals. Look ahead line or opening line. They didn't have a look ahead line for this one. Was 3.5. Now we're up to a 4 for Miami. Look ahead line once again, no look ahead line. Open up 48 down to a 46. Move towards the under and a move towards the Dolphins here. And this one, let's take a look at the cash flow in this one here. where we have 47% of tickets and 64% of cash on the Dolphins. The line's moving towards them. 73% of tickets, 61% of cash on the over. Line's dropping here in this spot. This will be Tua's first game back from the injury. And honestly, the ultimate question is, how long is he going to last this time? Because I don't trust the Dolphins. I don't trust Tua. I'm not going to be laying the number with them. But at the same time, I'm not interested in the Cardinals in this spot either. So I think this was one of the easier passes on the card. We'll be talking about another easy pass in 2 games with Jets and Patriots. Well, this is one I want absolutely nothing to do with. I guess if I had gunned ahead, I would take the Dolphins, but or the under. But it's a no play for me here. Definitely better games on the card than this one. So we'll continue on, but no play for me here. Lean Houston minus in the under. Cardinals money line. Taking Cardinals. There you go. It's got to be Fins at Fins -4. Yeah, I'm not interested in either. I would lean Fins, but no play there. This is another game I don't really know what to do with because of the injuries for Tampa Bay. So this one's a big question mark for me. Let's take a look at the line history. Maybe this will make some sense to us. Look ahead line -2, opening line -2.5, and now we're seeing 1.5s. Oh no, it's flipped. The line flipped. My bad. Look ahead line -2. Opening line was -1.5 Atlanta. So the line flipped. It got up to a 2.5, back to a 1.5. Look ahead line 48.5. Because my bad. My day I was one day off there because Tampa Bay played on Monday night. Opening line 46.5, still 46.5. We have 61% of tickets and 69% of cash is on the Falcons. 83% of tickets, 78% of cash is on the over. I need to see what this offense for the Bucs looks like. I love the Bucs as a home dog. Just in general, I think that Baker Mayfield and that offense can be a little underrated. But no Godwin. If Mike Evans plays, he's not 100%. And it's just a bunch of question marks for me that I just don't feel like. I feel like if you're betting this game, it's truly gambling because I don't know what to expect from this Tampa Bay offense without their top 2 weapons. Or if Mike Evans does play, he's not going to be 100%. So it's a stay off spot for me. I guess it's Bucs or nothing, but no play for me. Tua should not be playing? Yeah, no, he should not be playing, but he is playing. Line too short with the Bucs with Tampa Bay injuries. Yeah, I like the Bucs here. Bucs are pass. I got the Bucs at +4. There you go. Falcons money line, Bucs money line, pass Miami game. Yeah. We'll keep going. Talk about a pass game here. New England Patriots hosting the New York Jets. Jets are touchdown road favorites. Total of 41 in this game. Look ahead line 7.5. Opening line 7. And it stayed at 7 basically the whole week. Look ahead line 39. Opening line 41.5. We're down to a 41. So we have a move towards the under. We have a move towards and we have really no move on the side. I think it's moved a few cents towards the Patriots on this game here. We have 76% of tickets and 89% of cash on the Jets, laying the big number. And then 74% of tickets, 65% of cash on the over, line dropping. I would only bet the under in this game if I'm betting anything in this spot, but maybe we have a little bit of a recency bias from watching these two teams play nothing but unders. The Patriots, the last 2 matchups against the Jets, have scored a combined 6 points. But this is under a new quarterback now, Drake May. We saw him get the start in London, where they put up 16 points in a 32-16 loss against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, the last 2 weeks, since Drake May's gone under center, they've gone over the total in both games, and they've been low totals. This Jets team, they're on a 4-game losing streak. This Patriots team's on a 6-game losing streak. I don't want the Patriots, but have fun laying a touchdown on the road with the Jets right now. So this is the easiest pass on the card for me here. No action for me. Let's see. Is Evans playing? No Evans today. I didn't think so. Tomorrow's NHL card is so much opportunity. Nice. Jets -7, buy low. Jets money line. Yeah, Jets are dunzo. Jets -7. Pass on Atlanta. Fair. The Jets should be able to move the ball versus the Pats. Should. Jets got hitting them out too many times for me to back them. Yeah, I have no interest in that. Pats were horrible. Jags are still horrible. Yeah. We'll move on to this game. This one should be a fun one here. The Cincinnati Bengals and the Philadelphia Eagles. The Bengals 2.5-point favorites in this game with a total of 47.5 in this one. Taking a look at the line history in this game, where we have look ahead line 3 for Cincy, opening line 2.5, and it has stayed 2.5 the entire week. Look at line 49.5, opening line 48.5. Now it's down to a 47.5. So just continuous move towards the under here in this one, which makes sense. The Eagles have been an awesome under team this year. 73% of tickets, 71% of cash on the over. Line moving towards the under. 67% of tickets, 66% of cash on the Eagles. Line's not moving at all. Now we have the Bengals coming in off of they did win last week. They played the Browns, and they got the job done for once. Joe Burrow was able to get the best of the Cleveland Browns, a team that they've really struggled with. Now they've played the Giants and the Browns the last 2 weeks, so not the greatest of wins, but they've won their games, and they've won 3 of the last 4 games. But the only thing, their wins all on the road against the Giants, the Browns, and the Panthers. On the flip side, the Philadelphia Eagles are on back-to-back wins as well. And stop me if you've heard this one before. Their last 2 wins are against the Giants and the Browns, just like the Bengals. The Bengals have not won a game away from or at Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. And I'm not going to trust them to win a game at home here. This is another pass. The middle of this card kind of sucks. The early part was kind of nice, but this game, I guess I would lean Bengals in this game and under, but it's no play for me here. I think there's better spots on the card, but yeah, I'm not going crazy here. Jets under, I would only look in that direction. Under 47.5. I like the over here. Bengals money line -135. This game is ugly. Yeah. 2 of the last 4 games between Cincy and Philly have ended in a tie. Really? That's crazy. Yeah. Back in 2020 and back in 2008. And it looks like the Bengals have never lost to the Eagles. The Bengals are a perfect 4-0 ATS the last 4 games against the Eagles. Under and Bengals money line. I like interceptions in this game. I don't know why, but I think the Lions get upset today because it's a letdown spot for them. It's not a good scheduling spot for the Lions. But we'll keep on going here. We have the Buffalo Bills and the Seattle Seahawks. The Bills are 3-point favorites with a total of 45 in this game. Look ahead line 3, opening line 3, still at a 3. It's moved a couple cents towards the Bills. Look at line 48, opening line 49. It's down to a 45 in this game here. And, okay, the Bills are not public too much. 65% of tickets, 62% of the cash is on the Bills in this game. 87% of tickets, and 77% of cash on the over in this one here. The Bills are coming in playing some good football as of late. There we go. They're coming in off of a win against the Tennessee Titans. They won 34-10. The offense looked great after the first half. They were down 10-7 heading into halftime, put up 27 unanswered points against the Titans, and blow them out. They beat the Jets the previous week as well, 23-20, after losing back-to-back weeks against Houston and Baltimore. Now they play a Seattle team that I'm not very high on. Seattle coming in off of a 34-14 win against the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons, though, that was a terrible scheduling spot, very similar to the Lions scheduling spot today for the Falcons last week, which snapped the 3-game losing streak for the Seattle Seahawks team. I'm not high on the Seahawks in this team, personally. And I'm going to lay the 3 here with the Buffalo Bills at minus 105. I think this is a good opportunity to back the Bills at a reasonable number against a Seattle team that I am just plain and simply not high on. Now, yeah, the line not moving is a little concerning here for the Bills, for me here, but this is a Seattle Seahawks team that I mean, I was looking at Rams to win the division because I'm not high on the Seahawks team to hold on to this division lead. So for me, it is Bills minus 3. For me, Bills minus 3, minus 105. This is a contest play for me as well. I like the spot here for Buffalo. Yeah, they have to travel to Seattle, but I think they'll be just fine here. Bills minus 3 here for me for this game. Hawks ATS, no. Seahawks spread me over. Seahawks plus 3. Wow, a lot of Seahawks love in the chat. All right, home dog. Fair. We'll move on, though. New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Chargers. The Chargers touchdown favorites in this game, total 41 in this one. Let's get into the line history in this game. Look ahead line 7. Opening line 7. Oh, no, look at that line. Look ahead line 7. Opening line 7.5. It's down to a 7. Okay. Look ahead line 39.5. Opening line 39.5. Up to a 41 now. So a line move towards the over, and a line move slightly towards the Saints here in this one. 49% of tickets and 24% of tickets, 49% of cash on the under. But yet this line's moving towards the over, which is interesting. We have 54% of tickets, 60% of cash on the Chargers here, and the line's not moving, or the line's moved towards the Saints. This is a confusing game. I kind of wanted the Chargers team total over in this game. I don't trust the Saints at all. I think the Chargers win this game. The ultimate question mark for me is, do they cover the number? And I don't know. And it looks like the sharp money's on the under, but they're just spitting on that sharp money and the line moving towards the over. The Saints have been a big over team this year. The Chargers have been a big under team this year. Chargers coming in off of a 17-15 loss against the Arizona Cardinals. That was on the road. Now they head home. The Saints, ever since their awesome 2-0 start, have lost 5 games in a row. And their defense, the last 4 have looked awful. 26, 51, and 33. I think regardless of the line move here, I think the team total over for the Chargers is the look. Are they not giving me total points? Wow, they do not have a team total over for the Chargers in this game. That's annoying. Bovada not giving me a team total over for the Los Angeles Chargers. That's awful. I wanted that because I wanted to fade the Saints again, but they're not going to allow me to do that. I think this is an over, and I'm going to move on the over here, over 41 minus 115. And I get it. The Chargers have been a great under team this year, but this Saints team is defensively still banged up, and maybe they get some points on offense, the Saints, but minus 115 over 41 for me here in this game. In this one, the line moving towards the over, I think, is kind of telling as well. And I know it's going to be an ugly game, but I wanted the Chargers team total over, and it just wasn't available. So there we go. Head back to the chat. This might be a Bills letdown. I don't know. We'll see. Since the over, Seahawks got good receivers. The Bills do too. Seattle over. Chargers, Saints plus 7. It does seem like a lot of points, right? Over 41.5. Both these teams scream under. Saints have been a heavy over team this year. Saints plus 7 might be a trap. Who's the quarterback for the Saints today? I think it's still Spencer Rattler. Covering NBA? Yes, we will after the NFL card. Chargers can't score. The Saints just got embarrassed at home. The Saints have been getting embarrassed for weeks now at home. They've lost 5 games in a row. And bounce backs are for good teams, and the Saints are not. And I'm loving my Saints under win total every passing week. J.K. Dobbins over rush yards and anytime touchdown. There you go. Rattler over 25 rushing yards. I could see it. Chargers team total over is 24.5. I wanted to bet that. Unfortunately, Bovada's not giving it to me. Unless there's, I want to see one thing real quick. Show all props. No, okay, it's not. That's annoying. Because usually, maybe under, yeah. Let's see. I want to see one game markets. Chargers. Here we go. Oh, I need to parlay it with something. That's lame. You can get minus 115 Chargers money line and team total over. That's annoying. Oh well. I'm not gonna be able to get it. So it is what it is. Charlotte minus, lean under. Chargers minus under, yeah. Rattlers trash, Chargers minus 7, yeah. New Orleans wins today. Saints were only an over with their first quarterback. Wrong. They're 5-2 the over this year. They went over last week. There was a 37. That game went over. Previous week was a 42. That game went over. They barely stayed under against the Chiefs. They went over against the Falcons. No, this has been an over team all year long. Chargers can't score. Score to be laying minus 7. It's on FanDuel. Fair. Rattler can't complete a pass. Rattlers struggle a little bit here, but we'll see. Lad McConkey, whatever his name is, over receiving yards. There you go. Rattler had plenty of time to learn the playbook for those games. Yeah. Saints have one of the best road wins in the last 18 years. Road records. Yeah. But this team sucks. We'll move on. And this is a matchup that I was waiting for some news in order to bet. And granted, I could have gotten a way better line if I didn't wait for that news, but I needed to make sure Jaden Daniels was playing. Look at line -1. Opening line was -1.5 for the Bears, and now it's -1 for the Commanders. And it was really it would have been just a money line play anyway. Look at line 47, opening line 44. It's now up to a 46. So let's take a look at the cash flow. 84% of tickets, 77% of the cash is on the over. For the money line, 54% of tickets and 66% of the cash on the Commanders on the money line. I'm taking the Commanders here in this spot. -120 on the money line. Yes, I know I could have gotten a better number earlier in the week, but I wanted to make sure that Jaden Daniels was playing this game in order to move on it. And for me, I thought and I had it written down, the wrong team favored. If Daniels was playing, which Daniels is playing, they are coming in off of a blowout win, but I mean, it was against the Chargers or against the Carolina. So I wouldn't read too much into that there. For me, I'm just not high on this Bears team. The Bears, they're off to a good start. So is this Commanders team. This Commanders team looks kind of for real. They're 5-1-1 ATS this year. The Bears are 4-1-1 ATS this year. The Bears are coming in off of 3 straight wins. They're off their bye week. On the flip side, the Commanders have won 5 of their last 6 games. Their only loss was to a Baltimore Ravens team that's beating everybody right now. I like this game. I like the Commanders in this game. And yes, I know I waited probably too long and I got a bad number on the Commanders, but I wanted to make sure Daniels was playing first. So yeah, give me the Commanders here at -120. I got them as a contest pick at +2.5 as well. Bears smash. I got the Commanders +160. Good luck. Playoff bound Bears. Yeah. Over 46. Better rookie quarterback without a doubt. Yeah. Bears too hot to fade right now. Fair. Bears beat up on the Jags. Big deal. Yeah. I got Washington +3. Yeah. Now they're -1, -1.5. I got -120 with the Commanders. So we'll move on. We get a couple big favorites the next couple games here. Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders. Look ahead line 10, opening line 10, down to a 9.5, back up to a 10, now down to a 9 for KC. Look at line 43.5, opening line 42.5, down to a 42. The Kansas City Chiefs are the only team in the last few weeks, I believe, that have not had a passing touchdown. Mahomes has been terrible this year. 85% of the tickets and 66% of the cash on the Chiefs, and lines moving towards the Raiders, which makes Kansas City which makes Las Vegas a little bit appealing, getting all the points in this game here. It's down to an 8.5. And on the flip side, 85% of the tickets, 78% of the cash is on the over here as Raiders plus the 8.5 in this one. And I know I'm going some ugly dogs here on the slate, but the Raiders covered for us last week. They generally, I believe, play. I mean, we look at what the Raiders can do. It felt like they had a situation like this last year where they went. I believe it was it. I don't think it was. I think it was on. Was it Christmas last year, or was it what the last time these teams? It was Christmas last year, and the Raiders went into Kansas City and beat them. So we've seen this Raiders team be able to sneak up on the Chiefs, and I don't trust the Chiefs' offense right now enough in order to back them here in the spot. Yeah, and they're coming in off the win against the San Francisco 49ers in this one, and let's see who they play next week, and they play the Buccaneers next week. So. I don't know if it's really much of a look-at spot. This is a divisional rival, but this is a lowly Raiders team. I think the back doors can be wide open in this game at the end. So, and I'm going to take the Raiders plus the points in this game, plus 8.5. I think this line move down is kind of telling. Yes, the Chiefs have won 10 games in a row, and they're 9-1 ATS in those games. But I'm going to go ahead, and I'm going to grab the points in this one here. I think this is a spot where the Chiefs win, but they don't cover. I think it's one of those games. You trust hurt Daniels over Williams. I think if Daniels was hurt at all, he wouldn't be playing this one. Washington, Chicago overlean. There you go. The Wild really let me down yesterday. I overbet them. Shame on me. Yeah, I was on the -1 line. Raiders money line. Chiefs -9 is the rig side. I think Chiefs money line's the rig side because they just want them to win games. But I mean, yeah. Took Philly. I'm fading Chiefs till they finally lose. That's fair. This is where they won the Super Bowl. Speculation is Kelce gets his first touchdown here. Fair. I got to see it to believe it first. 2 games in the NFL left. Talk about ugly dogs. Let's get into this one here. The Carolina Panthers and the Denver Broncos. This line's an 11 now, a big, big number here, and it's done nothing but move towards the Denver Broncos here. Look ahead line, 4.5. Opening line, 7.5, up to an 8, up to a 9, up to a 9.5, up to a 10, up to a 10.5, up to an 11. There's been no buyback on the Carolina Panthers whatsoever in this game. Opening line, or look at line 42.5, opening line 41.5, down to a 41. Now, it will be Chase Young. Or no, not Chase Young, Bryce Young at quarterback for the Panthers in this game. Andy Dalton and his family were involved in a car accident. Everybody was okay, I believe, the report said, but he will not be available for this game here. And is this the first time Bryce Young's going to be playing since getting benched? I think getting benched is going to be a good thing for Bryce Young. He's able to sit back. He's not worried about starting day one like he was last year. And he's been the starter every single day. I believe he's been in the NFL other than when he got hurt last year for one game. But he's started basically every game for Carolina. Panthers have been an over team this year. 5-2 the over. They're 1-6 straight up, 1-6 ATS. Broncos have been a nice little surprise. 4-3, 5-2 ATS this year. However, they've not laid more than a field goal in any of their games. Now, their wins, 33-10 against New Orleans, 34-18 against Vegas, 26-7. So they're able to win by margin, this Denver Broncos team. But is this a team that should be laying double digits against anybody here, is the question. It's Panthers or nothing for me. It's going to be nothing because I don't trust this Panthers team anymore. I've I've ripped up my over 5.5 tickets, over 5.5 wins ticket with them here. They would need to go on a hell of a run in order to even think about that. It's Panthers or nothing, but I'm not betting this game. Let's see. KC all day in the lean under, yeah. So tired of the Chiefs. Close game. Call goes Chiefs' way. Same story every week. Yep. Denver first half. I can see it. Can't believe I'm betting on the NFL. It's not even a real whatever. This feels like the biggest upset of the day. Panthers money line. Yeah. I would only take the points. I wouldn't lay this number with the Broncos. I wouldn't. Got Denver -7. Panthers +11. Yeah, I would only look in that direction. Lean under as well. And I think if you wait, you might be able to get a 12 or a 12.5 before kickoff. I'm seeing 11, but I could see this line continuing to get steamed. Which, looking at the cash flow, I never brought up the cash flow in this game here. To nobody's surprise, 73% tickets, 79% cash on the Broncos. And then we have 77% tickets, 52% cash on the over. So there's that over 41. I could see it. Parlay killer prime suspect. Yeah. Kind of want to take a look at something here with this extremely low total. And Bryce Young finally being able to sit and learn. I think it's going to be a good thing for him for him to sit. And over 16.5 team total is +145 for the Panthers. So interesting there. Broncos defense is the difference here. Don't sleep on the Broncos. They're getting better every week. Yeah. Bad Broncos spot. Oh, really? Damn. I might take the Panthers here plus the points. They have the Ravens and the Chiefs on deck. Yeah. They head to Baltimore and KC after this. Do they care? Yeah, no. I'm gonna take the +11 here in the spot. Yeah, give me +11. I'm gonna more ugly dogs. Ugly dog. I think Thursday set the stage for this to be an absolute public slaughter week. Yeah, another ugly dog for me here. Panthers plus the 11 in this game here. For me, -105. I just think this is way too many points for. It's more of a fate of the Broncos at this number than a backing of the Panthers. But I also do think this will be good for Bryce Young, under 41.5. Fair. We'll head to Sunday Night Football, and then we'll get into NBA and then NHL. Dallas Cowboys and San Francisco 49ers. Look ahead line 7, opening line 6. Now it's down to a 5, so we even moved towards the Dallas Cowboys here in this one. As for the total in this game, opening line or look at line 49.5, opening line 48, down to a 47, and move towards the under here as well. Let's take a look at the cash flow. 49% of tickets, 57% of cash on the Cowboys. Line's moving towards them. 75% of tickets, 76% of the cash on the over. Line moving towards the under in this game here. And taking a look at the Cowboys, and looking at the matchup now. We have the Dallas Cowboys coming in. They're off their bye week. Mike McCarthy's had I believe I saw a stat 13-3-1 off of bye weeks. And the 49ers are coming in off of a loss against the Kansas City Chiefs last week. My bad. 28-18. And now they get to play the Cowboys. Cowboys off of a bye and off of that embarrassing blowout loss 47-9 against the Detroit Lions. The Dallas Cowboys are 3-0 away from Dallas. They're 0-3 in Dallas. And I think this is a get-right spot for the Dallas Cowboys. I took the points with them here, plus 4.5 with Dallas. The market's moving towards them as well. Situationally, I like the spot for Dallas to bounce back after an absolutely embarrassing game right before the bye week. So you know that they've been sitting with that for an extra minute there. So I'm going to close it out here on Sunday Night Football for the NFL with yet another dog. So give me the Dallas Cowboys plus the points here, plus 4.5 against the Niners in this one here. I just want to take everyone plus the points except the Cowboys and whoever plays the Chiefs. Fair. Is McCaffrey back? I don't think so. 49ers -5. Niners smash the Cowboys. Cowboys are donezo, under 47.5. San Fran and lean over. Cowboys look so bad versus the Lions. So hard to trust them, but I still think they cover. Fair. I think that's leading to a nice buy low spot. If they don't win this game, no playoffs. That's very fair. Brock Purdy looked horrible. Yeah, he's not looked good this year. But now we'll make the transition from the gridiron to the hardwood, where we have 5 games in the NBA and 4 games in the NHL after this. Not going to spend too much time on the NBA. We have the Pacers and the Sixers. Line open up 6. Opening is now an 8. Line open up 228. It's now 228.5. So a slight move towards the over and a move towards the Pacers here in the spot with 59% of tickets and 59% of cash on Indiana. 90% of tickets, 90% of cash on the over. Lines moving towards the over in this game as well. The Indiana Pacers are 1-1 to start the year, 1-1 ATS, and a Pacers team that played basically nothing but overs last year have started the year 0-2 the under. The Sixers are 0-2 straight up and ATS this year. Both games have gone over the total. They've given up at least 115 points in both games. Now, granted, they're playing with a total of 228 now, and to the 228 number, they've gone over in only one of their games there. I think this is another pretty plain and simple pass for me. I have no interest in this game whatsoever. It's Pacers or nothing if I'm betting the side. Maybe it's a Pacers team total over in this game if you don't want to lay the 8 with Indiana, what is that team total over for Indiana in this game, which would be, scroll down, 118.5. Yeah, I would lean in that direction. I would lean Pacers team total over 118.5, but it's a no play for me here in this game. So only the team total here for the would be my lean for the Pacers, but it's a no play. All right. Who's going to score for the Cowboys? Their offense. Actually, I think it's more of the Cowboys defense steps up here to cover the number there after giving up 47 points to the Lions. 76ers money line. Sunday, NBA has crazy upsets. Philly +8 in the under. Fair looks there. We'll continue on. We have the Pelicanos taking on the Portland Trailblazers. -6.5 for New Orleans. Total of 219.5. Line open up 6.5. It's now line open up 6.5. Still 6.5. Line open up 218.5. It is a 219.5 now too. 81% of tickets, 81% of cash on the over. 67% of tickets, 67% of cash on the Pelicans. I'm going to need good reasons to back this Portland Trailblazers team this year because I think they might be one of the worst teams in the NBA. They are 0-2 to start the year. They are 1-1. They covered. These two teams just played in Portland. So this is a back-to-back where they've played 2 games in Portland. Kind of interesting there. It was a 2-point win for the Pelicans in the first game there. And I kind of lean towards this being another Pelicans win, but more of a blowout variety there. So I would only look towards the road favorite in this game would be my lean, but not a game I'm getting involved with here once again. And it's a kind of lean towards the under, but this NBA card, I'm not going to go out of my way to force action. I'm just not. So it would just be leans at this point. Saving my big bets for tomorrow, Stamkos versus Tampa, Leafs versus undefeated Jets, Yankees versus Walker. Yeah, I will be on the Yankees first 5 in full game in that one there. Over 219, Parleys. Everyone's going to take Portland points. I've seen it's kind of the opposite, but yeah, I could see it. Pelicans should blow out Blazers money line. All right, so a little bit of a split chat there for that game. We'll move on though. The Milwaukee Bucks are taking on the Brooklyn Nets. This was one of the games that I was kind of had my eye on to lay a number here with the Bucks. Line opened up at an 8. It's now a 9. So we have a 1-point line movement towards the Milwaukee Bucks. Line opened up at a 231. It's down to a 228.5. We have 64% of tickets, 79% of cash on the Milwaukee Bucks, with the line moving towards them. 91% of tickets, 93% of the cash is on the over here as well. And this is a spot where when you have big favorites, I need them to have some type of motivation. And what other motivation could you have if you're the Milwaukee Bucks to go in here and beat the crap out of the Nets, then losing outright as a 9.5-point favorite against the Chicago Bulls by 11 points in their last game? They not only lost, they lost by double digits as a double-digit favorite. This is a buck spot for me. I'm going to lay the points here, minus the 9 in this game with Milwaukee. Expecting them to bounce back, and I kind of want to go first half and full game with them here because you have a motivated favorite to come in here and beat up on an inferior team. So I'm going to double up on the Bucks here in this spot. This was I think the only spots I had circled on this card that I wanted to attack for the NBA is this Milwaukee Bucks spot, and I'm going to lay the 5.5 first half and then in the 9 full game with them here. Expecting them to come in here and just dominate from start to finish against a Brooklyn Nets team that I think could be the worst in the NBA, one of this season, and a team where if they're not getting overlooked, they're going to get killed type of team. So I'm going to lay the 5.5 first half and the 9 full game with the Bucks here in this spot. First win of the season, and Blazers match up with the Parleys. Well, fair. Portland under, New Orleans minus lean, but pass, fair. Under 230. Nets over lean minus with the Milwaukee Bucks. Yeah. I mean, Portland loses only by 2 on the road. Why wouldn't the smart move be +8 at home? Fair. Post card after the show. Yep, we will. We will post the card after the show. Ooh, I was waiting to see this. Your FCS action. Idaho State got the job done. Nice. Mercer, nice. Grambling did not. NCAT did not. Tarleton did. Gardner-Webb did. The 2-unit play on SFA did. Monmouth did not. Davidson did not. Marist did not. Prairie View did. 11-7. Love to see that. Oh, love to see that. All from the numbers I gave you. Cool. Harvard got the job done. Robert Morris got the job done. Hampton did. Nichols did not. Awesome. I like to see that. 2 more games in the NBA, then we have only 4 in the NHL, so should be pretty quick here, the remainder of the card. We have the OKC Thunder and the Atlanta Hawks. Line opened up 9.5, still a 9.5. Line opened up 232.5, down to a 229.5. So a move towards the under and no move on the side. 64% of tickets, 69% of the cash. Nice is on the Oklahoma City Thunder. 91% of tickets, 85% of cash on the over here in the spot with the line dropping. I lean under in this game if I had to bet anything in this spot, but I'm not forcing action here. I think if I walk away from this NBA card with Bucks first half full game and that is it, I am totally cool with that. The Oklahoma City are 2-0 straight up in ATS to start the season, and the Hawks are doing exactly what they did last year: 2-0 straight up, 0-2 ATS. They don't cover numbers, so this would be OKC or nothing for me on the side, under or nothing for me for the total. Thunder, I just want to fade the Hawks, really, because this team ATS was horrible last year, and they're horrible again this year. But moving on, we have another big favorite, and talk about if you're looking for motivated big favorites, this is probably as far from one as possible. You have the Golden State Warriors. They're 10-point favorites in this game with a total of 222. Line opened up at a 10. It's down to a 9.5. Line opened up at a 224, down to a 222. These two teams are bet against situations, though, for me here. We have 64% of tickets and 66% of the cash on the Warriors. Lines moving towards the Clippers. 96% tickets, 96% of cash on the over. Lines dropping. We have the Warriors off of back-to-back 40-point wins, or 36 and 41-point wins to start the season. And if I'm looking for a motivated big favorite, that's not a way to get it. It's 2 blowout wins to start out the year. And on the flip side, with the Clippers off of a back-to-back and the second half of a back-to-back going away from Denver and off of a upset win as a 7.5-point dog. I don't want the Clippers in this spot. They're 2-0 as a dog this year. I guess if I had to bet a side in this game, it would only be the Clip Show in this one, but I have no interest in this game here. Maybe an under in this spot if you're looking at that at the total. But for me, I'm going to just go with just the Bucks here, first half and full game when it comes to the NBA for today. There we go. 15-9 all time in FCS. There you go. Clippers +10, Warriors -10, under 222.5. Clippers back-to-back off of a big game, Golden State, and especially off of Denver. Yeah, Warriors blowout, Thunder in the under. Yeah, I have no interest in that game whatsoever. But we'll make the transition. We'll go from the hardwood to the ice for a little 4-game NHL card here. We have the Detroit Red Wings and the Edmonton Oilers. The Oilers minus 190 favorites in this game, total of 6.5 in this one. The Red Wings are off of a 5-3 loss against the Buffalo Sabres. They got badly outplayed in that game. Not going to sugarcoat it. They gave up 38 shots on goal in that one compared to 25 for themselves. On the flip side, we had the Edmonton Oilers, who snapped a 2-game losing streak with a 4-0 win against the Pittsburgh Penguins back on Friday. And they are now 3-4-1 to start the season. And when my projections for this game here was, I had this game projected at 2.83 goals or 6.83 goals, and I have the Oilers as a favorite in this game. But wow, minus 240 now, definitely not that. I see value with the Red Wings at this number. Do I want to lay it or do I want to take it with the Red Wings? No. Maybe if you like the Red Wings, it'd be a team total over, because defensively the Oilers have not been great this year. But they are playing some unders to the Oilers, but they are coming off of a shutout win. The Oilers in this spot, the Red Wings coming off a loss. If I had to take a shot in this game, I would take a shot with the plus 200 now that it's moved all the way up that high with the Red Wings. I think this line is just too wide. But that being said, do I trust the Red Wings on a second half of a back-to-back like this? Granted, it was in Buffalo, so back-to-back with travel. Edmonton had a day off, and now they're in Detroit. Not a game I'm getting involved with. I would have been a little bit more interested in the Oilers back when they were at this 190 price tag, but I'm assuming it's maybe a goaltending situation or something like that, why the Red Wings would be this big of dogs. But at this number, I would only look towards taking a shot with the big underdog with the Red Wings now. So I would lean that direction. Maybe a team total over with the Red Wings, but no play here. Give me the over, lean Wings. I really want to see, Road Warriors. Who's in net for the Wings? It looks like Cam Talbot, but it's unconfirmed. Let me hit the refresh button, see if they will confirm a goalie for us. No confirmed goalies here. It was an early game. Yeah. Red Wings are alive in this game. I kind of think so. Have the Oilers proven it at home while they're on the road? Red Wings defense sucks. It does. Notre Dame, nice little winner there. Washington loser, but North Carolina, there you go. BYU team total over. Minnesota, yeah, Monroe got blown out. So 4-2, there you go. Cam Talbot's a sieve, yeah. Oilers have yet to prove they are big favorites. Yeah, I really want to take a shot with the Red Wings today. Not a good day in the NHL there for you there, Mike Lennon. Over 6.5 with the Sabres. Red Wings got the job done, but the Wild money line, Utah money line, Ducks over. Penguins Canucks over got there, but the Canucks puck line did not. The Canucks team total over did. Over 5.5 with the Kraken did not. Leafs money line did not. Tampa and Reg did, and the Rangers puck line did not. 3-7. Ouch. Yeah, we'll keep on going here. And we have two teams on a back-to-back, and we have the Flyers laying $1.70 at home. That's not appealing whatsoever, especially off of that, again, after that win last night. Now, both these teams are off of a win here in their last game. Montreal it's a tough team to trust. Do I think Flyers should be favorites? Yeah. Should they be this big of favorites, though, is the question mark, and I don't know. This Flyers team, they finally got a win that snapped their losing streak last night. All these games are 6.5, so they're finally starting to adjust on these totals. And I think these totals are all correct for today. So this is an NHL card I might not have too much action on. There's another spot where I kind of want to take a shot with the dog here with the Montreal Canadiens in this game. Maybe it's a team total over for them here. Small lean. Maybe it's a Red Wings team total over and maybe a Canadiens team total over. And 2.5 minus 145, never mind. So a little bit too expensive there for me to back a team total over in this one. I'm going to actually go ahead and I'm going to grab the Red Wings team total over 2.5 at minus 130 for that first game. I want to trust the Red Wings as a big dog, but I don't want to trust them to win the game. So I'm just going to ask them to score 3 goals. So no action on this game, but I'm going to add the Red Wings team total over 2.5 minus 130. Over 6.5. I like to draw on this one. There you go. Koloslav for what? Who's Koloslav? I'm out, guys. See ya. Philly being at home and playing early game. Fair. Mitchkov anytime goal. Smart plays the team total over for Philly. Yeah, I would take the team total over for Philly before I would take a puck line or a minus 1 line with them. Caulfield anytime goal over 6.5. And Suzuki assist. It is Caden Primo in that, I believe, for the Canadiens. Now we get another big favorite here. The Anaheim Ducks are on a back-to-back here in this spot, and they're in New Jersey. New Jersey minus 330 favorites in this game. I get it. New Jersey's a good team. Anaheim's supposed to struggle this year, but damn, I am not laying this type of number at the New Jersey Devils. Now, Devils are 11 games into the season now. So there's that. They've played a lot of hockey so far, and they've looked decent so far this year. And I have to update that because there we go. Because I accidentally put their last 11 games part of the spreadsheet here when my spreadsheet usually maxes out at 6 or at 10, my bad. At 10 games. There we go. Should the Devils be favorites in this game? Yeah. Should they be minus 330 favorites in this game? No. Am I betting the Ducks? Also no. I guess it's a lean towards maybe a Ducks team total over if you're interested in that. But I think the Devils can play a little bit decently defensively in this game. Devils team total over in this game is 4.5. That's not very appealing at all. The puck line, the plus 1.5 is plus money for the Ducks. So I'm not trying to lay a number like that so this is a pretty easy pass for me in this game. Maybe it's a Ducks first period. If you want to take a shot with that, Ducks first period plus 190. The plus 1/2 is minus 135, so a little expensive there. So ultimately another game. This card kind of sucked for the NHL. So luckily we have a full NFL card because this card's not a fun one there for the NHL here. Let's see. Ducks back to back. I will take the Devils puck line. It's minus 135. I will not. Montreal money line added to my card. There you go. Dostal is the only reason the Ducks compete, and he won't be playing today because he played yesterday. Fading minus 300 don't work as much in hockey. No, it did in the beginning, but not the last few times. I mean, unless you took the puck line with the Ducks last night, the Rangers were minus 300. Ducks plus 291 is crazy. It kind of is. I'm seeing plus 270 on Bovada, but yeah. Tomorrow's NHL card is amazing. Ducks money line, they have maybe. I mean, I think there's stupider dog shots you can take than on the Anaheim Ducks plus 270 against the Devils, who are playing their third game in 4 days. So there's that. Final game on the card, the all of a sudden red hot Avalanche, which I would like to back the Avalanche in this game. I think that's the way I would like to approach this one here. We have the Colorado Avalanche, who started the season 0-4. They looked horrible. Since then, they've won 4 games in a row. And this is a team that they've played really well against, this Ottawa Senators team. They started off the year with losses against Vegas, Columbus, the Islanders, and the Bruins. And they followed up with wins against the Ducks, the Sharks, the Kraken, and the Utah Hockey Club. And now they play the Ottawa Senators, who are 1-2 on the road. Which is this the last game of a road trip here for the Sens? It is. Oh, this is a total fade spot for Ottawa. All right, I think I found my spot here in this game. I'm going to take the Avalanche on the -1 line in this game, which I'm seeing the money lines -172, puck lines +142, -1, -112 in this game for me with the Avalanche. Last game of a long West Coast road trip here for the Sens, where I could see they can just run out of gas, especially in the altitude. So I think this is a terrible spot for Ottawa the more and more I look at it. So I'm going to go ahead. Avalanche -1 for me, -112 to close out the card. So looks like Red Wings team total over 3.5, Avalanche -1, -112 for me in the NHL for today. Over 6.5. I got the over 6.5 -116. There you go. My buddy lost his rent money betting the Sharks last night. Wow, that's just. How do you trust the Sharks at that number, or how do you trust the Sharks at all? Sens are alive. Georgiev sucks. Sens have the goalie big advantage. Yeah. I think if you like the Senators, take them first period. I think if you like the Sens, take them first period. I like the Sens, but Mile High makes me like it less. Are the Avs on a back-to-back? No, they played on the 24th. They've had a few days off since the game against Utah. All dogs win the NHL. That would be one hell of a parlay if you put them all together. But that is everything for today's card. Yeah, I like betting all dogs. Yeah, I'm more of a dog bettor too, but I saw the opportunity here with the Avalanche. I think that this is a good spot for Colorado today. But that is everything for today's card. I will be posting everything on my CapperTek here after the show. So there's that. But that is going to wrap it up for this one. Want to thank you guys as always for watching, and we'll catch you guys same time, same place for another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. Good luck, everyone.